percent matters. And when you're in business, you try to increase your sales by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%. You try to increase your revenue by 5%. Anytime you get these little increases, you really see a big number at your bottom line. When you look at internet, we've known for years through keywords, SEO, all the performance metrics, buying keyword ads, that when you get these percentages just a couple more higher, you see big, huge benefits. So today I'm going to show something that most people don't talk about, but that's just thumbnails. And this is Ron's website, Microgiants, and his thumbnails are very cluttered, and we've tried some new ones lately. And so you can tell the new ones have bigger, fatter fonts. They're very black and white, or they're different colors. And so we have a difference between clusters of nothingness to trying to be a little more bold. And I'm going to show you why this matters. Now, the first thing is when you do anything on a thumbnail, you have to think of it in its smallest form, because that's what shows up. And if we look at this at its smallest, that's the smallest form. When you see it on the side of the videos, that's where it is. And so it's at 18% of what the original screen size of, and at 18%, you can't read any of these almost. You can read 2024 down here. You can read kind of the value of business, but now that you look at it that level, I don't quite like it. That font kind of doesn't look too good. Can't read the third one. Can't read this. The colors are just blah. Can't read this at all. Terrible. Can't read that at all. Terrible. So when we're looking at size, you have to do it that way. Now, the second thing is we can't have multiple words in there. Really, 3 is the most. Value of a business. Okay. Nobody cares who Microgiants is. JP Beal may have some real value, and that's the gentleman's name. His company probably has a little more value, has some interesting keywords. Old California Botanicals. I'd put Old California Botanicals. That'd be it. I'd show one of his images, but you go with one image. It's just so much. Get rid of the logo. Nobody cares about the logo down here. Nobody's going to care about the logo up here. It's just too small. So these have to be made to be very impactful. Now, why? Why am I doing this? I'm not just doing this because I think I can be critical of design, but when you look at here's the front page that I just opened up. Big fonts, just Fox News Business. That's all they care about. Big font. We get down to big fonts. Follow this advice. This is a little too much there. How did you get rich? Kind of quick. Quick there. This one doesn't have anything there. So you end up 30 videos and who knows what you're talking about. Stuck in the rat race. Now, one of the things you'll notice about really good thumbnails, they always have a person's face, has some emotion. In this case, stuck in the rat race going down, that's pretty good. And it's really when you're in the video that you're going to see that on the side and click on the next one. Now, why does this matter? So we're on the Microgiants analytics. Here's the deal. We look over here on this right column, impression click-through rate. This is no different than when we used to buy AdWords. And the percentage matters extremely, extremely, extremely. That percentage of click-through is maybe the most key thing. Keywords that you've accidentally said in your video are being compiled by Google. They know what you've really done. They've transcribed that. And therefore, the value of the video really is there. Google knows what's on your page. No different than Google knew what was on your page on a blog. So the more content you have there, longer form videos typically get more opportunities to be viewed. Then you got to seal the deal. Seal the deal is with a thumbnail. That's all there is to it. And so you look here on this column here, we have impressions. This top one, this is just 28 days, had 4,370 impressions. The next one, 647. And you can see that. So now 0.08%, it's absolutely crap. 0.8% is not acceptable. We need to get to the 5%. Great videos performing in YouTube are running between 5 and 9% click-through rates. That means that they've hit their niche, that the viewer is binging that content, that type of content, those keyworded contents, and they see your thumbnail next, they're like, yes, let's do it. So you got your long form keywording into your thumbnail. Once you hit the thumbnail, the next 30 seconds is the most key. And then the longest duration you can get on a video is the next point. So the metrics go like this. Impression click-through rate over here, we have a 2.2 to an 8. I mean, that's a huge difference. 4,300 impressions, and we only got 72 views. So if we bring up the calculator real quick, and we just do some simple math. Of these right here, we'll just go with the best, 2.9. And we're gonna divide that by the one we are working on, which was the 8. So we've done 3.625 times better on that thumbnail down here. Now we're going to look at some percentages really quickly. So the average of this site on the thumbnails is 1%, and that's pretty terrible. We need to hit 5%, and we're nowhere near that. Let's just try to get halfway there. 2.5%. That's going to be our first goal. We want to hit 2.5% on all thumbnails because we're going to have enough content to get enough opportunities. So let's just look at the first one. If we take the idea of 1 and we divide it by what we got, that means that we have 1.25 times more opportunities to get traffic. We times that by what we have, we went from 72 views, we should have gone to 90. So that's an interesting little increase. If we went with the 25, which is where we're going to go with 2.5%, that's 3.125 times. So we times that again by that, we would have more than doubled our traffic, obviously. Those are the little things that we need to do to make sure that traffic is growing at the right rate. It's harder to control these impressions because that really is being driven off of the kinds of content you spoke and who is out there in the world looking at it.